Yo, we are back with the CN free-to-play journey, week 3, let's go. So now that we're able to kill Limbo and Lucidscape, honestly I don't really want to build any characters. I'm just going to go ahead and use my stamina on the past events to get easy clear drops. I do the 1.1 story, the 1.3 story, and then we're unlocking the hard stages here to do even more clear drop farming. And then over here we're going to do 1.6. There is an event here that allows you to get more materials, but that's not all. You get a free wilderness piece. So this is going to help us get our vigor up in the wilderness so that we can get more Sharpodontes and dust. Speaking of Sharpodontes and dust, I do spend some stamina throughout the week to get some more dust and Sharpodontes, just in case we want to level up some characters when we do tackle Reveries later this week. And as well as the Numa analysis, we do a couple extra runs to get this material. Because I do want to buy a Psycube in the future, I'm thinking about the Fatutu Psycube right now, also the Flutter Page Psycube for Ulrich, and also potentially the Lopera Psyche for Semmelweis. On to day 20, the release of Moldir. So we go ahead and try her out in the trial, and it turns out she does amazing damage. She does great support for the ultimate focus team. However, I don't have the ultimate team in my scene account. I don't have Recoleta, I don't have Melania, even though she's really boosting everyone's damage. As you're going to see right now, Recoleta is going to hit for a whopping 1 million damage. I don't have the units that pair well with Moldir, so I'm probably not going to pull for her, but I do end up doing 10 pulls here. Just for funsies, I'll do 1 10 pull on her. I have 0 pity. Here we go. First and only 10 pull. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. First and only 10 pull. Do we get Moldir? Alright. Let's just rip it. Oh, not Moldir. Oh, wait, Ananli. All right, we'll take Ananli. We'll take Ananli. Ananli's pretty decent. That's it. 1 and 10. We're not pulling anymore. All right, on to day 21. This marks my account as 3 weeks old, and we are going to tackle Reveries today, but very quickly we're going to do Reveries in the Rain because it reset in CN. We easily clear this, 3 stars, all the clear drops obtained, and now we're on to Reveries of the Rain. We're going to go ahead and start at 60 meters because that's where we left off week 1, I believe. So we're going to go into 100M here. 100M is actually pretty easy. Honestly, all the early stages of Reveries of the Rain is really easy, so I'm not going to actually show you every stage or anything like that. What I'm going to do is actually show you the end screen that I completed it, show you the comp that I used, and the damage charts at the very end. So we easily clear 100M, the first stage that requires multiple teams, and then we're going to go ahead and do 100 all the way down to 200, where we actually are going to spam the exact same team, Nautica and Semmelweis, as you'll see here. If you again want to watch all the fights here, you can check out the live stream bot on my channel. I do want to highlight on 190M here. Some people in the past have had a hard time with dealing with DK, so for those people that didn't like this stage, here you go, you can watch me nuking DK here. And just like that, we made it all the way to 200M. Are we going to run into trouble here? Starting with the first side, we're going to use Dynamo up against Moldir and her army. Unfortunately, when there's multiple targets for you, Lucy's going to pop off. We absolutely destroy the stage, as you can see. On to the second side, I was a little bit worried about this side because Buddy Fairchild is the only character that's going to do damage, and we're bringing inside one Ananli and Leilani because I didn't level them up. But thankfully, we are able to borrow a Euphoria character in Medicine Pocket. They are going to actually keep us really topped up, and we actually never die here, and we pretty much cleared it in 7 rounds. Fairly easy for a stage I was pretty worried about. And now we move on to the last stage, the infamous Spathadia stage. So I know a lot of people hate this stage because Spathadia has been one-shotting your team for a very, very long time. So we easily clear this with the Nautica Semmelweis team. We absolutely do too much damage. We have too much damage reduction, and goodbye Spathadia. With that, we easily clear out 200M. I think I did everything on the very first try, so pretty easy in my opinion. Now we're on to 200 all the way down to 300. And you probably guessed it, we're going to be spamming the Nautica Semmelweis team. We easily clear through everything and we make it all the way down to 250M, where we do have to use 2 teams. If you remember this stage, we have to use Monlich to debuff the enemy so that they don't revive, and then it's going to like stun your team, not allow you to use moves. So for all the people that struggled on this stage, here's just a clip of me unloading all of my spears here on the enemy here and absolutely obliterating it. This is actually super satisfying to do, so there's that. We easily clear the first side with Nautica and Semmelweis, so now we're on to the second side. There's only 2 sides, so you already know which team we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Dynamo team. Watch this guy's HP bar, we pretty much 100 to 0 him on this turn with the max electric field. We're doing like 90k follow-up attacks, 100k damage skill, insane dynamo team here. With that, we easily clear 250, and then now we are on to 260 down to 300. The first stage at 260 is a little bit notable because I actually struggled a bit because I couldn't kill this guy up here. Ended up having to use Jessica for the Genesis damage to get extra ticks on him so that we can knock him out. So not too hard here. All we had to do was a few resets to switch in Jessica to have that extra Genesis damage tick so that we can kill the boss there at the top. We skip over 270 because it's really easy, and then onto 280. I don't know if you guys remember this stage, but I remember having a hard time. I had to pull out the Harmesis comp with Kakania and just have her heal everyone and heal the enemy to death. Thankfully, we don't have to do that over on the CN version. Onto 290. A lot of people have trouble with this one as well. If you don't have a lot of single target star damage, it can be a little hard because Necrologist is going to keep reviving. If you hit the minions, you gain revival stacks. If she ultis, you gain revival stacks. So pretty much we went all the way to round 12, I think, and we just kept killing her over and over again. I think I killed Necrologist 20 times in this run. Absolutely insanely long, but we were able to outlast Necrologist, allowing us to clear 290M, which means we have made it to 300M. For the first side of 300, I did have to do this off stream because I had to go back to the store to do this game mode to get my first copy of White Rum, because I am going to be using the cheese tactic to beat this stage. All these characters are going to be level 1. We're going to be shooting a lot of fireballs, and we're going to be perma CCing or stunning the enemy here. There's a lot of videos that you can look up on how to do this, but honestly find this always so funny to me because look at my characters here. They're so under leveled, and we're able to cheese one of the hardest stages in Reveries. Onto the second side with Druvis, RNG petrifying everyone else. Thankfully, we have the Tutu here because she's going to help us cleanse all the petrify and the rigidity stacks. And after that, we easily clear this with Lucy. Amazing damage. Watch this 200k follow-up attack from Lucy. Absolutely insane. We clear this fairly easily with only 1 or 2 resets here. And just like that, we are on the final stage of 300M. We are going to go ahead and put in Regulus for the Moxie control. If you didn't know, Regulus has a 2-star skill that is going to actually decrease the Moxie of the enemy if it crits. So here you go. I'm going to go ahead and decrease the Moxie, not allowing Anjanala to ulti. In this fight, Anjanala will actually ulti on the very first round. So anytime she gets her ulti, I'm going to use the Regulus card and stop her from ulting, because if she ultis, she's going to summon a monster and make this fight a little bit harder. So as you can see here, anytime she's going to ulti, I'm going to go ahead and combine for a 2-star Regulus card, and nope, you don't get to ulti. And we just slowly will her down here and do a lot of damage with our Nautica Semmelweis team, and we easily clear it in not too many rounds. With that, we cleared all the way down to 300M, and at that point I think I was streaming for 4 hours, so I decided to call it a day and save the rest for another time. Alright, you made it to the present day. We are on day 22, just a day after my live stream last night. I'm recording it the next day after. This is the 3-week account. We're going to go over what we're looking like and what we're going to do in the next week, which is week 4. It's going to be a month next week. So how many pulls have we gotten by week 3? So I've already gone and calculated everything, and we bought the refresh of the monthly 10 pulls here. So in total, we have about 354 pulls by week 3. That's what you can kind of expect. So you can see we've gone all the way past 300M, and now we are on to the last few stages all the way to 400M. So to be honest with you guys, I think we possibly could get past 300M since this only requires 3 teams, but I'm pretty sure if we do get down to 400M, we're probably not going to be able to clear this. Maybe we'll clear like 2 or 3 stages, but we definitely are going to be missing a lot of units needed to clear 400M. So here is what I'm thinking. And you guys can let me know down in the comments if you think I should do this, or you think I should just save and just play this account to play newer characters coming in the future. So obviously this is my current roster right now. We are definitely not going to beat 400M with this roster here. So in order to add more characters to our team, we're gonna have to be pulling. So there are a couple of pull strategies that I can do. Currently I have 126 pulls with 3 pulls here, maybe a couple. So we do have a guarantee at 140 for some characters. So let's not talk about this one just yet. Let's go ahead and talk about the beginner banner. Getting a 6-star character for 30 pulls is a steal, especially if you're getting a specific character here and you're probably thinking which one it is, or you probably already know. I think the best character here is obviously Melania, because if you get Melania, I can pair her with Buddy Fairchild, and then I could potentially consider Moldir to get a Melania Moldir combo going, and then maybe in the future they release an ultimate sustain unit. If we get Druvis, she's going to help us, I believe, with one of the stages, 400M, I'm not sure which one it is. And then if we get Jessica, it would be kind of a loss here because we don't have Tuesday. I know she just got her new Euphoria, but she's just okay in my opinion. But again, 30 pulls for 1 6-star, and if we get Melania or Druvis, I think that would be a huge dub. And then I already told you that if we get Melania, maybe we consider Moldir, but honestly, I would like to save for the future in 2.9 3.0. And we got one more banner that we can potentially pull on, which is the Ezra banner, or the Euphoria banner, where I already chosen Ezra. The reason why I chose Ezra is because he kind of fits a lot of what we need on this account. We need another sustain besides Fatutu, and he can sustain for us with his Euphoria, and also he can be played in either the Blood Tithe team with Nautic and Simwise or the Dynamo team with Lucy and Ulrich, because he has 2 Euphorias. So Ezra is looking really good. He checks off 2 major boxes and the sustain category. However, we did use our guaranteed on Simwise back in week 2, so if we do pull in this manner, we are going to go up against a 50-50, which is kind of a bad thing, but honestly could be good if we lose the 50-50 to a really high priority or high value unit. So this goes all the way up to Noir in 2.5. You can get Ulrich, you can get Noir, and then you can also get Fatutu and Flutter Page. Even a Barcarola would be amazing for our account here. So if we do lose the 50-50 to any of those high value units, this banner could be insane for us, because we still have a selector we could also complement with whatever we get on those banners. I still have the 2.7 selector here, and I can choose one of the characters. I really think I would pick Pickles, but let's just say we get like a Barcarola or something. We could go Voyager, and we can make like a mini impromptu team for now. Maybe we'll pull on the Olive rerun, Kipperina rerun. We also have Melania here as well. We could choose New Babel. We got Eternity that could pair with Simwise and Nautica. So I'm still holding out before I pick the selector, because I'm not sure what we could get on these beginner banner here, or potentially pulling on the Euphoria banner for Ezra. I think saving for future units is more exciting in my opinion. Do let me know down in the comments what you think I should do, or what you guys want to see from this account. Do you want me to push as far as I can? Do you want to see me try to beat 400M by week 4, or just kind of play out CN as if a free-to-play player would, which is, you know, saving for future units, not pulling for older units, and just kind of, you know, enjoying the game? All right, that's going to be week 3. Hopefully you guys found this enjoyable or helpful, and make sure to like and subscribe so that I know to keep on making this type of content in the future. And that's pretty much going to be it. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. See you then. Peace.